好，那接下来我们的section 是进行的部分是要邀请我们Thieme 的代表 Dirk 来跟大家分享。那因为疫情的关系，其实之前Dirk 大概是1年都会来台湾2到3次。那很久没有跟大家见面了，所以我们这次特别邀请他，就是要来参与我们这个会议，然后来分享说 Thieme MedOne 它最新的一个发展跟全球使用者的一个经验分享。Okay. Hello, Dirk.
Yes.
Hi. It's been a while since your last time visiting Taiwan, and we all look forward to receiving the latest update on Thieme MedOne. Now, time is yours, please.
Thank you very much. So I'm just going to start sharing my screen. So thank you also very much for the presentation, also to Dr. Liu. Thank you very much for the plastic surgery presentation. I think it was really great. So now I would like to get into the MedOne platforms in general, letting you know why you can use this platform for your everyday research and work, also as a physician, how you can use that as a resident, and why it's necessary to have a platform like this for a modern institution nowadays. So let's start with the challenges. Nowadays, we have several challenges if we want to access on the internet. So the information has exploded on the internet, and the biggest challenge, of course, is to filter out the relevant information in the best quality. So here are just some examples. If you Google stroke or Schlaganfall, which would be German, you get more than 6 million hits. If you try for echocardiography, then you have almost 8 million hits. And if you try cancer, you almost get the billion hits. So these numbers are already outdated because they keep on piling up. So this is a very, very strong challenge. How do you filter? Which one are you going for? And you do not want to have Google sorted your most relevant results. You want to have it from a trusted source with a peer review that took place, and also making sure that is being presented in a didactic way. If we look into the challenges of students, residents, surgeons, and professors, then here we have a summary. Of course, it's all about finding the relevant content, and you also need to have a source that you can trust and that has the best quality. And you want to get the information into your scientific work. And also you want to know, how can I share content with others? So you want to talk to others about your scientific work. You want to talk to others with a specific challenge, maybe a procedure that you are having, or if you want to teach, then this is also something. So you need to share content, and you want to have access to it 24/7, no matter where you are. So also the speed of acquiring knowledge is very, very high, especially among physicians. You have a very, very high rate of acquiring knowledge, but also the speed of scientific findings has never been as fast as today. So you have more and more knowledge to digest, but you have less time. And also very important, how do you apply knowledge as a physician? So knowledge is one thing, knowing about a specific topic is one thing, but you also want to apply. So how do you do that? So this is also a challenge. And you want to have this relevant information in this right format, anywhere, anytime, in the best quality. Now there's a problem for training surgeons as well. So you have a lack of exposure to the full range of procedures. So this is very important for a training surgeon. Get a full range of these procedures. Best would be, of course, seeing it with your own eyes, how things are happening. Then you have limited teaching programs. You want to learn the experts' techniques. You just don't want to learn from some person who has some experience. You want to get the experts. You want to get the best of the best in this particular field. It's also not practical just to go to all of the meetings. It just is not possible. And it's also not possible to read 100 books and watch hours and hours of videos. So you need to have this in a very concise but comprehensive overview that doesn't take long to digest. And you need trusted content, of course. So this has never been more important than today. You need trusted content. So we can solve this problem, and this is why we came up with MedOne, that has everything that you could possibly ask for, may it be books, may it be procedures, images, audio, videos, may it be journals, and all the functionalities that you need nowadays. So MedOne is a state-of-the-art multimedia platform that is perfect for students, residents, and experienced specialists alike. So no matter where you are in your career, you can always make very good use of the MedOne platform. Today we have several specialities of MedOne. So one is neurosurgery, we have otolaryngology, we have plastic surgery, radiology, spine, which is also included in neurosurgery. Then we have communication science, so speech and language. We have ophthalmology. And in addition, we also have an educational platform. So this is for medical schools that would include the first 3 years of curriculum. One of the very strong strengths of the MedOne platform is that you really get an excellent quality content. And also we have highlights. So for MedOne Plastic Surgery, we have a special section for Learn from the Masters. So here, as you can see, you have a very excellent selection of the best masters from plastic surgery. So here we have Professor Fu Chanwei as an example. We have Fouad Nahai, we have Michael Sen, Fabio Nahas, Lalonde. So many of these people are very, very well known around the world, and we have these people on our platform, and you can access their content. You can watch their videos, see exactly what are they doing, how they're doing it, and this is unique. So this is really, really powerful. I cannot emphasize enough how much of an advantage you have with this type of videos. And normally the experts are very, very protective about their special technique and how they conduct the procedure. But here you can see them on the MedOne platform. So this is something that I very, very strongly recommend, very powerful. And it doesn't take hours and hours of watching. We have made a short summary explaining the key steps of the procedure, so you can actually see that on the video. And that is a very strong advantage that you have when you use this platform. Also for neurosurgery, as another example, this actually goes for all the platforms, but here is just another example with neurosurgery. So again, very strong and powerful video content. So here we have a statement from customers. So what they basically say, if you watch one good video, it could actually save you reading 10 books. Here is an example also of the Handbook of Neurosurgery from Greenberg. So I'm pretty sure every neurosurgeon knows about the Greenberg Handbook of Neurosurgery. So naturally, this is also part of our MedOne platform, since this book is from Thieme as well. And you can make this as a very great combination, watching the videos, getting into the Handbook of Neurosurgery. You can, of course, download the functions. You can share this content as well with others. So you have a very great platform, not only great content, but also great functionalities to ensure you that you can use this platform for your everyday work. So here we have some statements from our customers. So here one of our customers says, so when I use content from Thieme, I can be sure that the quality is excellent. So this is one of the strong points. We always focus on our excellent and premium quality. Also, another challenge, of course, what I have mentioned before, find the relevant information. Here's another statement. So in the jungle of information with Thieme, I can find exactly what is relevant for me. And we aimed with MedOne exactly to achieve that. Here we have a few use cases. So one would be the procedure review, so the night before the surgery or the case. We have also conference reviews, so you can download images, cases, and procedures. We have also learned from the techniques of experts. So here we have an extensive video library. And we also have the opportunity to prepare lectures. So you can use the content of the books, you can use the journals, you can use multimedia, you can directly download images to your PowerPoint. That is also possible. You have also constant training. You can brush up on and also extend your knowledge. So we continuously add new cases, procedures, or scientific findings. So no matter where you are at your career, if you're a resident or very well experienced expert, you always have the option to constantly learn. You can also take reviews. So we have exam review questions. So we have more than 1,000 questions in the pool. So also very great self-study tool as well. With the playlist, you can share playlists with others. You can also keep playlists private for yourself. It's like what you have when you have your own playlist for music. You can either share it or you can keep that for yourself. So it's also a very great way of sharing content. And you can also use the content offline as you have also access with the MedOne app. So you can download the MedOne app via iOS or Android, freely available, doesn't cost you anything. Then you register with your institution and then you can download content. So if you are traveling somewhere, if you're in a plane or in a train or anywhere where the internet might be a challenge for you, you can still use the offline content. Here we have a selection of customers. So of course, these are not all the customers, but just an international selection. So we already have several customers in Taiwan, but also we have customers across other Asian countries. May that be China, mainland, may that be Korea, may that be Japan, but also Singapore, Hong Kong. We have also customers in Australia. So if we move to Europe, of course, several European countries, we have customers, but also in the United States, we have many customers, institutional customers like universities or hospitals. So this is a wide range that we have here. Here we also have some customer feedback from librarians. So here we have one example from Stony Brook University. Is a review on MedOne neurosurgery from a librarian perspective. So if you want to talk to a librarian about MedOne neurosurgery, so here is also a review from another librarian that can give you a good impression on that. Also, we have another example. So this would be from the Quinnipiac University for MedOne Radiology, just to give you also an idea on how relevant this platform is also on a perspective from the library. We have also a selection of influencers. So here we have an example for MedOne Plastic Surgery. So I haven't done this for all the specialties, but here's just a selection to keep it short and simple for you. So here we have several surgeons and also medical students from specific institutions. So here from the US, also from Australia and from London. So here they have made their statement why they like MedOne, and in this case, MedOne Plastic Surgery so much. So, of course, the best way to explore the content is to use it yourself. So we always recommend to have a trial if you do not have a license to MedOne, any kind of MedOne platform. We're always happy to give the try together with Flysheet and also give you a live demo. It has been shown that of course, we know that physicians are always very, very busy on their daily tasks, and therefore as a lack of time. So we always want to give a very short introduction to the platform, making sure that they know the platform and therefore have a long trial, so they can look into the specific content. So that is always freely available. Also for our customers who already licensing the platforms, if you wish to have a training to see the specific functionalities, we can always do that as well. So this is also something where we would be very happy to support you. All right, so this is it from my side. Thank you very much for listening. And yeah, if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you.
Hi, Dirk. Thank you for your sharing. It's amazing to know that so far we have more than 5 subjects on MedOne, which means more and more specialties can be benefit from MedOne platform. And I noticed that you just mentioned the MedOne app offer the offline use, which is a very good function for the physicians, especially when they are on a long flight on the airplane. And so it's very good function that I've noticed that you just mentioned. So and I would like to ask audience here, is there anyone who would like to ask a question to Dirk? 请问大家有没有什么问题要问 Dirk？ 不管是要了解这个产品的呢，或者是想要了解刚才他提到的试用，其实都欢迎可以提问。Okay, Dirk, here comes a question saying, so far, as I know, so far we have 6 or 7 subjects on MedOne. Are you going to have more subjects to compile to MedOne platform?
Yeah, we are always checking that, and there's always something in the pipeline. So that is likely to be happening. When we have additional subjects, I cannot tell you precisely, but we're always striving for extending our portfolio. So yes, there will be something happening, but when it will be happening, I cannot tell you.
Okay, thank you. 就是因为像大家刚才在前面的分享，大家可以理解到，说 Thieme 它在每个主题里面的资源其实相当的丰富，所以现在目前大概就是6、7个主题，但是接下来他们其实还是有预计要再去扩展这一块的主题的部分，只是因为目前呢，他们还没有一个很明确的一个时程表，说会在哪一个主题开发，但是大家可以放心，如果他们有新的主题出来的话，那我们非知的一定会在第一时刻跟大家去做一个分享。好，那请问现场还有没有其他的问题呢？Dirk, would you like to have more information to the playlist? Yeah, there's a participant who would like to know more about playlist function.
Sure. I actually can show this on the platform. So the question probably is how you can use the platform, the playlist function, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just gonna opening it up real quick. So just give me a second. So I'm just going to share my screen real quick.
Okay.
All right, so here's the platform. So first of all, I always recommend to log in. So here you can get your home access. So you want to have access from home, that is possible, but for using or your specific content, like highlighting topics or to create playlists, then you would need to log in. So you can create your own personal account. So that is always possible. And then you can actually go ahead and create your playlist. So let's say if I go to Greenberg and I like Greenberg very, very much, then what I can do is either to go to this yellow star. This yellow star is actually quite powerful. I can click this and add it to my start page or to the start page of my institution. So every time when I enter the platform, I will see this book first. Or I can actually create a playlist. I can choose a playlist that is already existing, or I just create a playlist. So I could say, example, Taiwan live demo, July 2023 as an example. Then I can say, okay, this is for neurosurgery. I save the search and apply it. And then if I go back home and go on my normal site, so the start page, you can see my home page. And here I have created already a playlist. So if I go through the topics like images, videos, or maybe this one, this is something that I like as well, I can always add this one. So if I say, yes, this is a great picture, just for your information, here's the PowerPoint function. So I can just click on that. It will be downloaded and I can immediately use that for my presentation with the citation information. So this is also very, very useful. But if I say, yes, this is something for my playlist, you just click on the playlist and then you can choose the playlist. So here I've created this one, apply the changes, and then this is how you can add to the playlist as much as you like. Of course, you also have the opportunity to get into the specific content. Maybe let's say I have this part that is very interesting for me. I can of course highlight it. So all you have to do is mark the text. We can take some note. This is very interesting for my next procedure. As an example, you can save that and now you can see the little bubble. And then again, if you like this very much, you can again add this to the playlist. So you just take that here, and now we have already 3 things on the playlist collected. So if I go back home, I use this playlist here that I have created, so you can see the 3 items that I have created. And now, if you want to share it, you can do that right here. The playlist is always set on private by default. So that means that only you can see the playlist because this is your own personal playlist. But if I want to share this playlist with my institution, then I can click on that. And then I have actually shared this to everyone. So as an example, if I'm a professor and I want to have my other doctors read a specific content or maybe watch a specific video, then I can go for this option and share this. Or if I want to share this with my residents and say, I want you to prepare for a specific review and you need to read specific content or watch a specific video, then I can also go from private to share this one with my institution. I apply the changes and then everybody can see that. But of course, you can also keep that on private if you like. So this is purely your choice. You can go here to the playlist function. So here you can see all the playlists that you have created. So here I have made some examples for several customers. I keep deleting them because they're piling up. So, but I have left just a couple so I can show you. If you are having any kinds of questions about the functionalities, then I definitely recommend the red question marks, because they are also explaining you what you can do with the specific function. So if I want to know more about how I can create or work with playlists, I just go on the red question mark, I click on that, and then it will open up another site, and then this one will be explaining me what is a playlist, how can I create a playlist, how can I add content to the playlist, and what else I can do. I can set it on private or public. I can delete playlists as well. So all that you would like to know for the function is explained right here. So again, I very much recommend this. Having your own personal account, it helps you a very great deal of going through the content. You can also go to My MedOne. So here you can see all the different things that you have done. So all the notes that you've taken, all the comments, or if you just go to your playlist, and here you can go and take a look at that. All right. Does that answer the question?
Yes, I think. Thanks for your detailed demonstration on the playlist function inquired. And so I would like to know, it looks like the MedOne has a lot of function for the users. And I would like to know, for beginner, which function you would recommend to them to use first?
Mm-hmm. For the beginners, of course, you just start with the usual functions that you can see on the platform. You have, as in something, I'm just gonna hop back on, just to show that on the platform as well. So for the beginners, of course, like I said, start always with your own personal account. So you can do that right here, and just have a look. Yeah, and then just have a look around. And if you have a specific topic that might be interesting for you, maybe you're interested in, let's say, let's take a topic, a very general, maybe spine. Just take any kind of spine topic. Start with this one and see what you can find. So always start with the upper search bar, then go on search, and in here the platform will search in all the content. So not only ebooks or procedures or cases, it will search in everything. So obviously we have quite a lot of results for spine. So this is a very general search term. And then you can choose what actually you are looking for sure. So this is what I always recommend. If you have never used this platform before, start with the general search term in this search bar, and it will give you all the results from all our categories.
Okay.
It also doesn't take long to get acquainted with the system, because here you have always a very, very nice way of going through the content. So let's say you're looking for a specific image. Let's go with spine image. You just go to the section here and you select, I only want to have image. You show the selections, and then you click for spine. So now the system will only look for spine images. So obviously we have a very wide range. We have more than 6,000 results. Of course, you want to narrow that a bit further down. But this was just an example of how you can also filter through the content. So either general search, or you look for a specific case or an image, and then you filter and make that search again. So this is another way of very easily filtering through the content.
Okay. Thank you. So for beginner, the first step to build up their own personal account. So whenever they search or navigate on the platform, they can save all the content they need. Yeah. And I noticed there's another, and that's is the last question. MedOne covering so many book titles, and the audience would like to know what's the frequency of the content update, especially to ebook.
Yeah, this is actually totally depending on the amount of publication. So the more we publish, the more we keep updating it. So I would say, in general speaking, it's on a regular basis. And maybe, let's say, every quarter or every couple of weeks, there will be additional content. But if it's a very I would say high value content that needs to be published very quickly, then of course we are quicker with that. So it always depends on the type of content that we are publishing, but definitely it's happening on a frequently basis.
Okay. 所以不知道像Dirk 刚才有讲到，就是它的内容的更新其实是看出版社这一边，它如果只要有新的相关的主题的书或是版次的出版，那它当然就会收录进来。那当然还有一个是，如果真的要去讲说它的一个频次的话，那大概是可能是每几个礼拜，甚至就是应该说它当然不至于到说每天都有 content update， 但至少说在每周他们都会再去 recheck 一下他们现在的 publication 的状态，有新的版本的话，它当然在我的 MedOne 里面它也会收录进来。然后不知道这样子是不是有回答到就是我们与会者的一个提问。好，那如果目前如果大家没有什么问题的话，其实在会后如果还有其他的问题，也可以随时在在我们留言板这边提问。那我们就先 Thank you, Dirk. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Nice talking to you. Thank you very much, and I wish you having a very great rest of the meeting. So thank you very much again to Flysheet for all the fantastic preparation. I know it's a lot of work, so really appreciate that. And I very much hope to see all of you very soon again. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. 好，
谢谢。
谢谢，拜拜。
拜拜。
谢谢 Dirk 他刚才的分享。那现在我们从他刚才的分享以及大家提问，其实我们有注意到，就是 MedOne 它是一个依主题科别方式的呈现的一个资料库。那它其实就会将我们的主题科别里面重要的资讯，不管是电子书、期刊、手术准备跟一些影片的多媒体，都化零为整的去提供一个专一的一个资讯入口。好，那所以当然就是刚才 Dirk 也有提到，欢迎大家可以就是来申请试用，他们这边其实你们这边有申请，他们都会开一个免费试用给你们来体验。